Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwenscove Tarot. Hope you're having an awesome day. I'd like to say hello to my returning subscribers and welcome back to my new ones. I'd like to say thank you for all the emails that you've sent me. If you have sent me any questions about readings and I haven't responded, I will be responding to you today. For any more information about my readings, I only do half an hour ones at the moment. They are pre-recorded with a 48-hour to 72-hour turnaround, and there is an energy reading that my ancestors and elevated guides do before I can say whether or not I can give you a reading. My readings, the price will be in the description box today. It's affordable. I keep it low. I'd like to say thank you for your comments, your shares, your likes. It all means the world. Let's get straight into this. Now, the first thing that came through, look at this. The first thing that came through to me was a download that I had last night. You still have karmics that are trying to attach. They're now pleading with you, and that was a 111 on the phone. They are pleading to be let in, and they will come in the guise of children. They will come in the guise of anything they think that is non-threatening, but they're worried. They're very, very worried because, and that was 123 when I said that, because things are now speeding up towards their demise, if that makes sense. The more that you are expressing your creativity, the more you're speaking your words of power and truth and standing in your light, the more they're becoming frightened, because whatever it was that they were sending to you is chained to their backs. But it's more than just, you know, having dreams and astrally projecting. They're being pulled down to hell. They're being pulled down to lower level realms. You know, you reap what you sow. Now, your desire, your passion's lead for creativity it's birthing something so beautiful, and I'm really excited for you guys. I'm really, really excited for what's coming forward. Queen of my world and envious gluttony. You have a counterpart coming forward, and this is somebody that you may have actually met in the astral world or in your dreams or things like that, and not realize that you were connected. Look, Queen of my world. Now this is like a double energy, because you also have this karmic who just doesn't want to get out of this reading. Look, not only does he want a family with you, his family home is falling apart. Queen of my world wants to come out again. This is about your balance. This is your feminine divine energy, irrespective of gender, my lovelies. Okay, so definitely whatever was done on that strawberry full moon in Sagittarius, it's the demise of them, because where they were trying to shut you up, and there's definitely been a shut up spell done. If you're coughing, if you're having to clear your throat quite a lot, they did try to do a shut up spell. But your sacral chakra is so wide open. And look, 1 and 2, you have ascendant masters with you, but your sacral chakra has expanded. It's been closed for so long, with that speak up being upside down, it's been closed for so long that where it has expanded, it's almost like it's just burst open. They no longer, whatever they're sending is making them really, really ill. And there's frustration, there's anger. But look at this. Yes. Up level in gifts, baby. Up level in gifts. But this is also, again, this is the first people. These are your ancestors going, do you know what? One of your gifts is you're going to get to meet them. You're going to get to meet them. And I've got Viking vibes coming through. Yes. Now, some of you, wow, look what's behind that. Some of you were talking about, well, I saw in comments, and we were speaking in the last video about, you know, having patience, because karmic retribution is coming, and we might not see it straight away, but look at that. And look what's straight underneath it. What? Okay, so ties have been completely severed from this karmic. He can't grow or take from you anymore. This is why he's so desperate. This is why he is trying to get into your dreams, because it's not even now about I want to take from you. It's heal me, get rid of these chains. Night terrors, you know, waking up with boils on his skin or scratches on his skin, bruises, things like that. The things that were helping him to grow are now feeding from him. And I heard haunted house. His house is haunted, not only physically, like in the sense of his space that he lives, but in his head. So there may be some mental health institutions that you know, that may be having a stint in. But look at that. And this as well, because we've had this storm warning coming up with these two options coming up. This is a storm warning now for them, because Mayat, judgment, the scales tipping in your favor, because you guys have you've been so steadfast and you've stayed the course, and all the stuff that's been coming through, you've just had absolute grace with it, absolute grace, because they are still trying to disempower you. But this is what's happened to these karmics. And I'm hearing Aquarius. There's an Aquarius here who wanted to take action, who is now really wanting atonement. Like, they're so in balance. This Aquarius is pregnant. Should I take this out? No. Should I take that one out? Yeah. Because look, you have this, she's a third party. She is either the ex of an ex, the wife of an ex. She's someone who married one of your exes. Very, very ungrounded. This is the person who's been helping with the root work. This is the person that was trying to sever your cord to the divine, which is crazy. You can't do stuff like that. It just doesn't work like that. Yeah, the mask has slipped off, baby. The mask is, and look at that. It won't even go together. Like, she's completely blocked off from the divine is what I'm hearing. And I think that she was quite skilled. She is the reversed high priestess, isn't she? Yeah, look. Completely blocked off. 1 and 4, 5. Completely blocked off. Oh my. All of that sex magic, all the stuff that she's been doing has completely blocked her off. Why do I want to take this one out? What's this one? Surrender. She's definitely pregnant, and I feel like there is 4-4 family, and look at that, Eye of Ra. So there's family disputes going on now. There's something to do with a DNA test. Is that child his? Secrets revealed. It might not even be his. Now, this person may have a third party herself. So she may be sleeping with someone outside of the circle of the coven. Intuition. Your gifts are going to get a lot bigger, I'm telling you. With 3 and 5, this is about abundance coming in. There's definitely a monetary assistance or something. Yeah, look, your gifts are definitely coming in. Something that you have spoken into reality. And I keep hearing January. So either the January gone or something to do with January 2020. Whatever it was that they did in January 2020 is now coming back to bite them on the arse. Why is this one backwards? Worthiness, because you've known your worthiness. Again, this is the Tower. This is also speaking of when this person comes forward, because this person coming forward may not even be the male karmic. Ooh, this might not even be the male karmic. This could actually be the Aquarius female that's coming forward. That's crazy. Okay, so them trying to attach into your dreams, it's definitely, again, it's to do with false downloads. Tell me, why did I see that? Why was I shown that? Please and thank you. Why was I shown that? Let's have a look what these two are before I go any further. Yeah, look. Come on. Wow. So you have either somebody who is transgender, you have a woman that stands very much in her masculine energy, or you have a male and he has for some of you, he has longer hair, or he's grown his hair out. The person that's coming forward, either with this love offer, and for some of you, this is unrequited love, and for some reason, I'm getting like bisexual vibes as well. Nothing wrong with that, but if it doesn't float your boat, it doesn't float your boat. This person coming forward, especially with this being this way, they are coming forward to give monetary assistance. And I heard it's either £12,000, $12,000, 12,000, you know, whatever it is in your currency where you're watching from. If you guys have any issues with debts, with bills, with court fees, anything like that, and I heard for some of you child maintenance, the person coming forward is going to come forward with the hand of friendship. Do not take this money. This offer is bogus. And when I say bogus, the downloads that I was getting mad downloads last night. And the download that I got was that this money is actually from embezzlement, fraud, or laundering. Okay, because there's one of my videos I do talk about gang affiliations. This, and in older videos as well, there is talk of screenshots being taken. Colorless angel, yeah, this is to attach you to the devil. This is to trap you. And I heard jail time as well. This is jail time. Now, why did I hear 2 weeks? Because look, that's 10. That's the end of a karmic cycle. They're trying to attach this thing to you in any way they can. And I never really looked in the background, but what on earth is that thing there? Is that a horse? Is that a, what is that? Ugh. But they are trying to attach this to you. If you take this money, even if it seems like a really good deal, and it sets you up for life, and it's going to sort out all of your debts, and it's blah, 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 blah. At the time, yeah, it will sort all of that out. But then you go down the line a little bit, and it might even be a year later, and you're going to be arrested for embezzlement or being an accomplice or blah, blah, blah. And they're going to bring that up and be like, yeah, but this person gave you this money. And this is something they've been strategizing for a while. Should I put this out? Yes or no? Yeah. So you really need to use your discernment. You really, really do, because you have got 2 offers coming forward. And one of them will set you up for life. The other one will give you life in prison. Okay, do I need to change decks? Yeah, okay. And look, I turned it over. See? Do not take that deal. Do not take that deal. Yeah. Do not take that deal. It really will block you, because it's more than just putting you in prison and putting you in there for however many years. It's also about, I don't know what it's called here. It's also about attaching something to you so that you are blocked, okay? I keep getting like real warrior vibes, but Vikings. So you have Odin coming through. Odin is coming through the fray, or Odin and Freya are coming through for you. You have, I know that in a past life that you guys were either the wife of a chieftain, or you guys were just really strong leaders, and there was a betrayal. There was incantations that were done to block you. And with that being upside down, this is about this. With that being upside down, they're going to try and come in and manipulate you. They're going to come in. There may be something that they tell you to rock your boat, so that when they offer this money, it kind of sweetens the deal or makes you feel more vulnerable. That's what they're trying to do. But why was I told about Vikings? Should I take this one for this? Yes. Yes? Okay, why was I told about Vikings? Why was I told about Vikings? Why was I told about Vikings? I've been told to take that one. Why was I told about Vikings? Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Because they've tried this before. They tried to change your energy before. They tried to change your DNA. They were trying to alter the course of your life. Because what keeps coming up is like you have this divine counterpart that's coming through. But what no one's talking about is, why are they blocking you from this counterpart? Who is this person? And what happens when you two meet? Because your counterpart, this divine counterpart, the divine counterpart may not be romantic for some of you, because if you're in a loving relationship and you're happy where you are, this person coming in is about to come in to open up doors for you, for your business, for your life purpose. For those of you that are single, this person is coming in because the child that you may have with them is going to alter the course of the planet, the entire planet. And no one's, you know, the readings that I also watch other, you know, tarot readers and stuff like that, because I'm very interested in this, and no one's talking about that, and I want to find out why. Is there anything else I need from here? Yeah. Okay, why dance with life? Why dance with life? What else does a collective need to know? Any other cards? Stop. Okay. So let's see. Why dance with life? Why was it about your energy and your DNA? There you go. Where are you being called to journey to? It's to take you off of your path. Now, a lot of you may have an affinity to water, to oceans, because something else that kept coming up in my downloads was ocean cleanup. Okay, ocean cleanup and beach cleanup. some sort of humanitarian purpose. You may pay money towards charities that help to do these things. You may have an affinity to watching videos of animals being saved, especially in the water, of seals being saved from, you know, bits of rubbish that have been wrapped around them. But you may meet your counterpart in an event to do with something like that. It may be, for some of you, it may be in the tropics. For some of you, it's going to be at a wedding. You're going to be introduced to someone at a wedding. Now, remember, like I said, your divine counterpart may not be romantic. For some of you, it is. And for some of you, this person is just going to be this spiritual guide that is in complete balance like you are, and on exactly the same balanced energy. And I keep hearing power couple. You will be a power couple, whether that is in business or whether that is in love. You are going to be a power couple. And I feel this is the reason why so many blocks have been put into in your life for so many lives. Right, let me take a drink. Because this is very much, and I do listen to other like kind of spiritual talkers, and there are some that are like, there's no spiritual warfare, that doesn't happen. And I just think, you know what, the divine will tell you what you need to know at the right moment for you. But there is spiritual warfare happening. It is happening, and I think it's happened over lifetimes. And I think that the collective consciousness is now waking up a lot quicker, which is why this information is coming out like floodgates. And let me see, what have we got here? Sisterhood of the Rose. There is definitely beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. You have people who are born with their life purpose, but are purposely kind of pulled away and pulled into the lower levels and realms, because one, these people that are working against you probably will never be able to elevate to what you are, but they are very gifted and they have been kind of seduced by the dark side, so to speak, because, you know, the guy downstairs, he knows that as much as they may not be able to ascend to as high as you can, they could probably assist the collective consciousness a lot more. So it's a lot easier to hold those people in their triggers and make them feel jealousy and want to betray. Look, trust your path. Crazy, right? Rather than it would be to allow them to ascend and help the collective consciousness. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is for the karmics as well, you know, as much as they may not be aligned in the same way that, you know, the collective consciousness is, if they knew their real gifts, if they knew the light they had inside them and how much of a service they would be, they may have taken a different route. Releasing soul patterns, contracts and past lives. There you go. There you go. Should I put this out? No. Mirror. And it's mirror. There's a lot of mirror magic going on, a lot of projecting, and a lot of these karmics are having to look in the mirror now. They no longer can hide at this surface level of the commercialism of getting things really fast. You know, I want this yesterday. I want without doing the work. They're now having to look. Now, someone's name may actually be Rose. It may actually be a flower name. You may have roses turn up at your office. For some of you, someone's going to get a bunch of, like a bouquet of flowers at their office. For someone else works in a pet store or a pet shop. There's something to do with flowers. Some of you need to water your plants as well, as what I'm hearing. Some of you need to repot your plants as well. And some of you just need to buy some plants. Some of you don't have any plants in your house and you really, really need them. Because I always say, you know, make sure that you're going out in nature, that you're going for walks, that you go out in your garden, blah, blah, blah. Some of you don't live near green things. And if you don't, you need to bring green things into your home. Now, let's see. Why was I called to take this deck? Let's see. What needs to come out? Sorry, these are the biggest cards ever. Right, what do the collective consciousness need to know? Okay, any more? I can hear someone crying and saying, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. Somebody is in turmoil. Because look, this was upside down. And it says, excuse me, very burpy. You have attracted wonderful news, and this is about pregnancy. So somebody is hiding this pregnancy, and I'll put a trigger warning on here. Someone lost a baby, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Even to the karmics, it's horrible. That would be horrible to lose a child, especially with 1 and 9. This is a karmic cycle. Somebody doesn't want to come out of that. There may be grief that they're still holding on to about this child. And I heard that somebody lost their child because they were doing dark magic while pregnant. That is awful, isn't it? Now let's see what came out. Now these are all upside down. How interesting. Let me see what it says. Yeah. Little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. So someone has definitely lost a child or lost twins, or somebody is a single mother and was pregnant and lost their second child. Now, this could be the Aquarius that I was talking about. This Aquarius that has been using dark magic. You may notice either that your cousin, your sister, your childhood friend had been putting on weight. They may have not said anything about this pregnancy, and they're either about to lose their child or they already have. And as much as there are karmics, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, and that's awful. That's very, very sad. And it says Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of the sacred light, and it's upside down. They lost out on their own abundance, their own achievements, because they went to the dark side. It's almost like the Jedis, you know, with Anakin Skywalker going off to the dark side. Mermaid in a koi pond, rediscover your individuality, become the dragon. This person is very disempowered. Again, 4 and 1. They're going through a dark night of the soul, and they're really resisting it. I'm going to put that colourless angel. They're actually turning into the demons that they've been working with. Snake Princess, Serpentine, Path to Power. With this being upside down, this is actually about the Kundalini arising. And when I've read the actual chapter that's to do with this card, it also talks about you guys needing some sort of tool, some sort of wand, some sort of prayer assisting tool that you can use, and it will help to open up that Kundalini arising, because this is also the karmics. The karmics have blocked their own Kundalini arising from what it is that they've been doing, and this is part of their judgment. Now, let's take a couple more. Let's see. Let's take a couple more. What else do I need to see? For the collective, what do they need to know about this situation? Okay, very messy. A lot coming out. Wow, 2 kittens you must choose. And what we were talking about with that choice, those 2 offers. 2 kittens you must choose. And look how that karmic is hiding himself to look like the chosen one. Look at that one, look at that one. They're really, really finding it hard to keep their mask on. And look, underneath, childhood treasures resurface. You definitely have red dragon energy, and I know it's quite basic that I'm saying that because it's there, but I have had a lot of downloads about bees. A lot of so this is about community. Bees are about community. They're about working together, networking for you know, one goal, one vision together. So this is the collective consciousness, but you are being protected by many realms. And red dragons have red dragons, green dragons, white dragons, the energy is all slightly different, but red dragon is about your sovereign fire. It's about passion's lead and following it. So make sure that you're looking out for signs and synchronicities when you are looking at messages, for example, through YouTube. So if you're looking at my channel and then another one pops up, or you wake up in the morning and you say, can I have a message from the divine, please? And you put your phone on, look out for those small synchronicities, whether it's in your email, whether it is messages that are coming through from your friends, from your family, from being on Facebook, or even if it's walking outside. You know, what type of plants are you seeing? What is the meaning in that? Because you're going to start seeing a pattern. And childhood treasures resurface. 1 and 5 is 6. This is also about your abundance. And I heard inheritance. This is inheritance. You are unlike anyone else. Your contradictions and complexities are interesting. I said this in my last video, you are about to meet some of your soul family and some of your star seed family as well. The golden phoenix, something you thought you finished, burst back to life. Wow, because 1 and 2 is 3, and 1, 2, 3 is coming in divine order. Okay, so if you've had any kind of doubt, any blockages, any lack of motivation in any area in your life, but especially creativity, business, whatever it is that you've been working on to expand, it is about to blow up in such a beautiful way. So be prepared, because it might floor you a little bit in how well it's going to do and how quickly that's going to happen. And that was 25 on the phone. Do I need anything else? Look at that. Yeah. You will not let fear stop you this time. 2 and 6, 8, abundance, taking flight. If you at any point had this hobby, had this creative idea, had this thing that really lit you up, but you were worried about how it would be accepted by others, that's gone. Right now, it is going to be loved. That's all you need to know, is whatever it is that you have been thinking of doing, that you've started doing, that you've been keeping quiet, people are going to love it, whatever that is. And I had, for some of you, graphic design, others might be singing, whatever it is. And for some of you, knitting. And for some reason I saw peas, so I don't know if some of you are chefs. Whatever it is, people are going to love it. Oh, I love this. I want a little bit more on the divine counterpart, to be quite honest. What do you want me to take? I'm going to take this over here because I haven't used these in a while. What can I be told about divine counterpart? Why are these so big? What can I be told about divine counterpart without being too messy? Earth star chakra. This person is very grounded. Could be a Sagittarius. They think you wronged me, but I lied. So this person is probably going through exactly the same thing as you. Okay, this person, their crown chakra may be a little bit blocked off, or they may be purposely not astrally projecting at the moment, because what I got was, let me have a look, Smithsonite. What I got with this divine counterpart that is coming forward is that they're almost like your twin flame. They're going through extremely similar things to you right now. And this is a stone of inner healing, repairs and renews the body's inner tissues, helps to lower risk of infection, and pink. So this person definitely meditates. This person has been working through heart wounds. And I remember in my last reading I was talking about a heart wall. So the difference between your karmic and your divine counterpart is your karmic is getting sick because, you know, of a tiny slither of unconditional love has knocked off their socks, while your divine counterpart may have been through some really rocky things. And I heard for some of them there is definitely a third party mess going on there that they're moving away from, and they're really working on their heart chakra and grounding themselves. So they may do a lot of outdoors meditation, or going through, you know, going on long walks, needing to clear their head. They're not astrally projecting at the moment. They are connected to you in the astral realm and in the dream state, but right now they're really working on themselves, on inner healing. For some of them, they may have had asthma, or they may have had issues when they were children. What am I getting? Stone of inner healing. Yeah, this person is a deep thinker. For some of them, they have very Libra energy, but they are also very divinely protected, very, very divinely protected. And they're very awoke. They're very awakened, like spiritually awakened. You've got Anubis. Spend some time with loved ones to connect. I'm sorry for the scribbly bit there. So this person may have been coming out of their own dark night of the soul, and is now spending more time with their friends and being present. But they definitely either pray or use words of affirmation, and they are definitely either witches or just shamans, or light workers. They're very, very connected to both the crystalline grid and the Christ grid. This one's blank. How interesting. Ooh, 8 of Swords. Look at that. Well, that's kind of amazing, isn't it? Because they're walking away from the things that have been stressing them out. They're very, very balanced, because I'm getting Empress energy, both male or female, karmic masculine energy. They may be removing themselves from a toxic relationship. And now this is irrespective of gender, okay? So they could have been with somebody who was very, very take, give. This gives very much fire energy for some reason. Fire, and for some water. But when I think of karmic, when I think of masculine energy, I really think of doing and building and using hands. And with this being that karmic energy, you want to be careful, because this karmic male that's coming forward, or this karmic person that's coming forward, is going to try and mask themselves as your divine counterpart. And as you look at these two cats, they're very similar. They both have blue eyes. They both have, you know, quite light fur. But if you look at them, they're not the same. They're not the same. This one has got the lovely dark bits around their eyes, haven't they? And this one hasn't. So they're going to try and mask themselves as the divine counterpart, even though they're not. Okay? And with that 2 and 9, 2 and 7 being 9, they are, and this straight away I thought of 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords. This person wants you to think that they're the 9 of Cups. They want you to think that they're the 9 of Coins. So be careful, because you have this cat over here who is using, you know, may use different crystals, or go to different sacred spots in the earth and travel. Because I remember in one of my videos saying that they travel. This person travels and may go to ley lines for energy, to actually go and immerse themselves in that energy. And this karmic masculine does not. Desperately should, but does not. And what have we got here? Karmic feminine energy. So there you go. At the start I was saying that it may be a feminine, it may be the woman, or this Aquarius, this feminine energy coming through, that may step forward. And I heard glamour spell. Now look at this, and I heard who's going to get to the finish line first. Which one should I put down? I'm going to put this one down. Okay, so Anubis may have some messages for you. Anubis may want to tell you a little bit more, especially about this feminine energy. Okay. And that they think you wronged me, but I lied. I think that's coming from her. Why did that come out as well? What have you got? You reap what you sow. They are learning. They're learning. Should this be up or down? Down. They're learning. Sorry. They're learning that what they have sent actually does have consequences. These people, excuse me, went through life just energy harvesting and taking, without there being what they thought any karmic consequences. But as we're learning, that karma comes at its own time, you know, because when you think of the law of karma, when you think of our elevated ancestors, our angels, you know, deities that we work with, God, Allah, spirit, they are not on the same realm as us. So what we see as linear time, you know, going forward, to them, they are in both the past, present and future, in all dimensions, in all realities, with all possible outcomes happening at the same time. So for them, you know, it's already happened. But for us, we're still waiting. And that's exactly what these karmics thought. They were just like, whatever, nothing's going to happen to me, and if it does, it won't even happen in this life. Well, you were wrong, my dearies. You were wrong. For some reason, saying that reminded me of Mr. Gold from Once Upon a Time, and I just had a 3333 on the phone. Definitely have a look into that program and see if there's any messages for you, because he's Rumpelstiltskin, isn't he, Mr. Gold? Oh, hello. Why did you fall down? He's Rumpelstiltskin. So he will give you your wish. He'll give you your grand desire. But there is always a massive price, and it's always a price that's too big to be paid. So let's have a look. Rediscover your individuality. Become the dragon. And when you think of Mr. Gold, when he's in his actual Rumpelstiltskin, he looks like a dragon, doesn't he? He looks like a snake. Oh, so what? They have really pulled themselves. They couldn't pay up. And that's what it is. This is why they're resisting now. Now let me get out this one and let's have a look. Why was I showing Mr. Gold? I heard that's the way, I like it, dee 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 dee. Okay, so this Mr. Gold, this demonic energy or whatever, he likes playing tricks on the people that work with him as well. No, he likes playing tricks on you, I heard. But who's been fooled? Who's been fooled? Because it's not us, is it? Why was I shown that song and Mr. Gold? Why was I shown that song and Mr. Gold? Okay, you want to come out as well. Let's have a look. So let's have a look. Because now he revels in the conflict. He revels in the despair of it all, the chaos, the monsters that he creates. And now, are we talking about the karmic? Or are we talking about the devil on his back? The devil on his back. The devil on his back enjoys watching as other people come to their demise so that he can feed. Yeah. Even when someone tries to get away from him, they're still attached. They're still attached. And look at this. So temperance was very much about alchemy. I feel like whoever it was, whoever this, you know, if it's your ex, if it's an ex-partner, whoever this Grand High Master was, because I'm saying was because the end is nigh, he kind of liked the fame, but at the same time enjoyed being able to take away other people's ability and opportunity to reach fame, because the star is one of the brightest cards in the deck. And I think maybe when he first was kind of pulled into whatever it is that he does now, like karmically, like feeding off other people, he was told a lie himself. He was told a lie. He was told that it would heal. He was told that it would empower. He was told that it would bring balance. But he didn't realize that this literally looks like the jaws of a shark. He didn't realize that he was feeding his own soul to the devil. He thought that it would actually bring, you know, take him away from whatever toxic patterns were in his life. Or maybe it was kind of a way of escapism. Wow. How interesting. And the thing is as well, is that with that star card upside down, that's very much part of his karma, is that his notoriety means nothing. Because you've got the death card upside down. People are laughing at him. The people, like I said before, that were paying good money for him to go and ruin people's lives, didn't work. It didn't work. Now, what I'd like to know, though, is what has this got to do with Mr. Gold? What's this got to do with Mr. Gold? Why was I shown that? There you go. Six of Swords. He wants to be made free. He wants to be let free by this devil on his back. Okay, I'm going to put it there. Yeah, look, he wants to be made free. But what's happened is he's held that conflict, and now he's just got this banshee screaming in his ear. Why was I showing the Six of Swords? Why was I showing the Six of Swords? Oh, wow. Okay, everything is crumbling. Everything. And I heard, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. This person may have asthma. This person may have asthma and they're now on a ventilator, or they need a ventilator, or they need some sort of lung transplant. Yeah, bleeding money. He's bleeding money everywhere, and I heard assets taken. There's an investigation that's going on. There's an investigation into this embezzlement. He is freaking out. And his mask has slipped. His mask has absolutely slipped. Okay, tell me more about this Mr. Gold. And I've heard, go and watch the show. For some of you, you just need to watch the show. Disbanded. Again, disbanded. Ooh, okay. So there's 3 out of the 4 that left. The one who's the medium, the one who's good with birth charts, and the one I can't remember what I'd said before. Okay, they have completely blocked him. They're working against him now. I think they're quite angry that they were duped, and they don't want any part of this. They don't want the karma that he's getting. They don't want the devil on their back, because it's not really what they signed up for. They kind of like, you know, prided themselves on being dark witches or being grey witches, because I remember in the last video I said grey witch instead of grave witch. But they don't want what it is that, you know, he's placed on his own back. Wow. They want to move on. Look, they're like, no, we want to move on. We want to get out of this. Yeah, we want a new beginning. Get gone. Get gone. I'm like, why was I shown that? Why was I shown that? Please and thank you. Why was I shown that for the collective? Moon magic. Hecate. Because I heard Hecate and moon magic. These witches are now casting against him. And it's like everything that he does is doubly going back, because I think he actually did hex or curse or do something towards them when they left, and because they're so skilled in what they do, they've sent it back, so he's getting that doubly. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they've moved away. Whatever it is that was sent to them, they've moved it and they've sent it back. It's not affecting them. Everything that's being sent, it's almost like this person is getting it from all corners, and everything that he sends out is actually making other people grow. So this is not just happening to you guys. This is actually, it's almost like a lesson learned for these other coven members. But I heard not for all. Yeah, he wants this removal so badly. And I heard dodging through the trees. This is not just competition though, because yeah, dodging through the trees. He has a lot of things on his back. Why have I been told about him and not about the counterpart? Why have I been told about him and not the counterpart? 2 of Cups, because it's about balance. This person wants to sit down with you. The thing is as well is that this person knows that he's defeated. He knows he's defeated. But it's almost like when you watch any of those kind of like, you know, scary movies, like you think of any kind of 90s, 2000 kind of movies where, you know, they kill the bad guy and everyone's celebrating, but they're standing a bit too close to where the dead body of the bad guy is, the dead body, and he'll jump back up for one last go at trying to stab you or trying to grab you or trying to eat you. And sorry. But that is what this is about. This person over here is trying to get back a semblance of balance, but he's going to do it with a mask on. He's going to come forward and, like I said, try and appease your sensibilities. He's going to try and, you know, he might even bring you some plants, or he might steal your dog, like I was saying, only to bring it back and be like, I was so worried, found this dog, blah, blah, blah. And I heard, don't let him touch you. Or don't let this person touch your skin, your clothes, anything. Don't let them touch you. And I heard, don't let them go over the threshold either. Don't let them in your home. Don't meet them. Look, how am I not speaking truth? Don't let them touch you. And this is Archangel Micheal's sword as well. So this is an urge for some of you to start using in your evocation, if you don't already, Archangel Micheal sealing all of your doors, all your windows, all your floors, walls, everything with his sword of blue flame for protection. And if you don't have like a piece of jewelry, or if you don't wear jewelry, maybe get something with a sword on it. I think that's quite important. Yeah, because it's going to protect you against all dark entities, energies, magic, all the rest of it. This is very interesting. Very interesting. I think I might leave it there. Is there anything else you need me to... Why? This is a very long reading. Let's see. What else do I need to hear? And I heard Vikings were going to war. Yeah, look. He's definitely coming forward with some sort of tower. And it's almost like there's layers to this tower, because it's not just him coming forward like wanting to have an argument or wanting to steal something from you. There's layers to it, because there's layers to his insanity. There's layers to all of the things that he's going through, and he wants to pass all of them over to you. And I heard it's complicated. So I don't know. This person is the type of person that would, for example, put on Facebook when it says in a relationship it's complicated, which just means that, you know, you're sleeping around with loads of people, you won't give commitment to one, that kind of energy. But this person, the tower they're going through, is almost like they're going through a tower while also going through like a spiritual awakening. Whoever this dude is over here, he is very, very twisted. He is unhinged. He does have mental health issues that I think now he's starting to actually look into. Like, have I actually got a split personality? Do I actually have these things? The thing that he can't shake off is the demon on his back because of the contracts he made. And he knows that you can heal him. The tower he's bringing you is where he just takes all of your energy and tries his best to pass over whatever this Mr. Gold, Rumpelstiltskin energy is onto you. So be very careful. Yeah. He thinks that coming towards you is going to heal him. He really does. But it's all deceit. It's all deceit, because the thing is, as much as he has this on his back, it's almost like being in an abusive relationship. You know, let's say, for example, you're a prostitute and you have a pimp. This pimp will clothe you and give you a home, but you have to bring in a certain amount of money, and if you don't, you get beaten the F out of, you know. So it's that panic. It's almost like I have to go out and, oh sorry, someone did ask me through email about what this deck is, and the deck is, I got this from a charity shop. This is just what it's called, the complete kit. Here you go, 99 pence. But what I was saying is that there is this complete desperate panic to do what you've been told. But at the same time, he kind of enjoys the power that he gets from having this demon with him, this devil with him, because if he can appease it, then he gets back on top, and then he's no longer in that tower, he's creating it for others. He's going to give out a hand. Do you know what the thing is as well, is if you don't know this person, because for some of you don't, he is going to try and give you a hand to try and walk you down memory lane, whether that is, if he's an ex, he's either an ex business partner, he may be a friend of a friend of a friend that you knew from uni, and if you don't know him at all, he's still going to try and come forward with that hand of walking down memory lane. Do you remember when this film came out, and wasn't it wonderful, and I went and saw it with so and so. It's just something to kind of there's an offer. That's all I can say, is there's an offer. But this person, yeah, this person is just trying to get you to move your eyes away from where they should be looking, which is forward. Right, why was I told that? Why was I shown the page? Why was I shown the page? Why was I showing the page? Yeah, it's all to do with your tower and to do with your money and deceit. This is just regurgitating what I saw before. And yeah, you've been told to move the hell away. Conflict spells. They're still trying to send conflict spells. They're trying to get you into bursts of anger. But look, it's to move you away, and it's almost like the new beginning. They want the new beginning to be you in jail, you being held down. There's a lot of weird dominant sexual energy here. A lot. Him doing that will get, him back into the good books with the devil over there, but also he gets to have your inheritance. I definitely need to do a video just on inheritance, because that is coming through strong. I'm going to leave it there because this was super long. I hope this resonated for you. I hope it gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively knew. Remember, if it doesn't completely resonate, then only take what does, and if it doesn't at all, please look at some other videos, or maybe you need a personal a personal reading to get more clarity. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.